Good Thursday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Joseph Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Thursday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, for right now, it looks nice and dry. But if we look and see what's going on throughout the entire U.S., we do have some rainfall going on inside of Mississippi. We have some rainfall in Louisiana, storm-wise. We have some more rainfall in Kentucky, West Virginia, going on in Maryland, Pennsylvania. Then we have some rainfall going on in the Northeast, and then in Nebraska, going on in Kansas. We have some severe weather in these areas. Montana, Arizona, New Mexico, getting in on some of that rainfall as well. And obviously, there goes, I guess, now post remnant or like now post Arthur at this point, just because Arthur is pretty much done. Arthur is pretty much done. I'll go on and show that in just a moment what I mean there. Now, for our cloud cover, we have some cloud cover, but it's not only is it a bit low, but also it's not that widespread. So cloud cover is out there, just not that widespread throughout the state. Now, if we look at our temperatures going into the future, you definitely can see cloud cover kind of moving its way east as we move more and more throughout the day. Like cloud cover actually looks like it's trying to stay out of our hair as we start off the day, as we're going even into like the early afternoon. But as we move into the evening hours, that's when things start to get back to being cloudy. Current temperatures right now, we talk about 76 in Somerville, 79 Charleston, Beaufort, 76 in Orangeburg, 77 in Georgetown, as well as Myrtle Beach, 75 in Conway, and 75 inside of Greenwood, 77 in Columbia, 76 in Florence, even around 75 in Greenville, Spartanburg, Gaffney, and Clemson. Air quality for today, it looks like that a good amount of us in the low country and even some of us inside of the Midlands are in that yellow moderate area. If you are in the yellow, just make sure that you are aware. Make sure that you are aware for those air quality conditions, making sure that if you're outside for a long period of time today, you're keeping an eye out. High temperatures for today, you're talking about 89 in Greenville, 90 Spartanburg, as well as 93 in Columbia, 93 Orangeburg, as well as 95 in Moncks Corner, 92 in Charleston, and 95 in Georgetown, 91 Myrtle Beach, and 94 in Dillon, 96 in Cheraw. And then as we go into our winds for today, winds is going to be around 15, 20 miles per hour for a good amount of the upstate, and maybe even a little bit of the Midlands, the Petey areas, while the low country getting around 9 to around 10 in the inland areas. Coastal areas get to around 15 or so. So overall, the winds are just all over the place. And if you look at wind gusts statewide, around 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gust, that's the forecasted wind gust today, even without any storms moving through. Rainfall for today, it definitely is expected for like pretty much everybody. Everybody seems like they are going to receive rainfall throughout the next 24 hours. Everybody will. You're talking about an inch to an inch and a half for some areas in the west. I mean, you see half an inch to an inch for almost the entire rest of the upstate and the Midlands, the low country, quarter of an inch to a half an inch for the coastal areas, and then Myrtle Beach being over there the furthest one, around a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch throughout the next 24 hours. So rainfall is coming, and this is very needed rainfall. So I'm very happy to see this. Very happy to see this. SPC outlook for today, we have a marginal risk of severe weather. Make sure that you're watching out for those isolated damaging winds. When Arthur does come through, it will bring wind gusts within some of its storms at around 60 miles per hour or so. So that's the main thing that we're looking at there. And also, there is a little small tornado risk in the western low country. That's for like Allendale counties, Jasper counties, going on in southwestern Aiken counties. Those areas now have a 2% risk of tornadoes. So if you're in those areas over there, make sure that you're paying attention for a potential tornado warning today. Again, not looking like too high in terms of probability, but it could happen. I mean, 2% is a 2%. Now, for our fire weather, we're not looking for anything here. Excessive rainfall, we definitely have a risk of flash flooding as we move into today. Marginal risk of severe weather over here for the PD areas, the Grand Strand areas, the low country. And then if you're in the Midlands, you're in the upstate, you have a slight risk of severe weather, that being a 15%. Now, for the crazy school for today, we're at a 58. We're inside that strong category. Strong storms, heavy rainfall, snow, wind, obviously no snow. But that is, and we're inside the strong category here, so we're just keeping an eye out for those isolated strong to severe storms with those gusts We're looking for some heavy rainfall, some spots, and a good amount of rainfall causing some flooding concerns. So now let's go and take a look at the models. We're going to start off here at around 7 o'clock in the morning. And just as we push this forward, we move into like the late after or the early afternoon, excuse me. We have a couple of showers maybe trying to go on in the upstate. But as we go all the way to around 4 p.m., all the way to around 5 to 6 p.m., we have some more shower and thunderstorm activity that seem to try and pop up here as we go to around 6 p.m. all the way to around 8 p.m. or so. Yeah, as you go all the way to around 9 p.m., going all the way to 10 p.m., what do we see? Another good round of showers and storms trying to get going inside of the Midlands, maybe inside of the Grand Strand at around 9 to 10 p.m. We have another round of thunderstorms maybe trying to come through. And then as we get to around 12, or close to around 12, around 11 p.m. or so, we see heavy rainfall making its way throughout the upstate and still a good amount of rainfall throughout the Midlands. So a good amount of rainfall here will definitely be trying to push its way through as we get into tonight. And so just off and on showers and storms all day. I mean, not really quite making it to some of those eastern areas yet, maybe not even maybe even to the low country really yet. But it's when that huge area right there really starts to get going. And that's pretty much all I have to say there in terms of the forecast. I will be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. for your Thursday evening forecast update there. Remember, Tropical Storm Arthur is now post-tropical cyclone Arthur. It is dying down. It has 35 mile per hour wind gusts, and it is 35 mile per hour sustained winds. And then it's moving northeast at around 9 miles per hour. So, again, Arthur is dying down. It's no longer going to be a tropical storm anymore, but it will just turn into a regular low pressure here. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll look at the models again once again tonight. I'll see what they have to say. But that's all. Make sure you go on and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're at 754, trying to get to that main goal of 800. Also share with your friends, your family members, your acquaintances, and people that you don't talk to regularly because it's free. Make sure you hit those two buttons before you leave if you're new.